With me now is Sal Guatieri, Director and Senior Economist with BMO. Good morning, Sal. Good to see you.
Good morning.
So before we get to the deep dive on what we heard from Tiff Macklem, I just want to get your reaction overall to what we've heard this morning and the fact that the interest rate will hold steady for the time being.
Well, the bank is pretty well maintaining that two-handed message. It's pretty satisfied with the progress it's made to date in reducing inflation, weakening the economy, and that's why it held off on raising interest rates for the second straight meeting. But at the same time, it continues to repeat that the job may not be done, and there still may be the need to raise interest rates further. It's all a question of sustaining the downward trend in inflation now. And the bank is concerned that maybe inflation expectations might not continue to decline. Services inflation, because of elevated wage growth, might remain a bit sticky. And companies may continue to try and pass through cost increases to customers. So all of that could slow any further progress in reducing inflation. And if that's the case, the bank may need to resume rate increases.
So I want to ask you specifically what Macklem said about employment continuing to be strong. And also he mentioned service price inflation a number of times. What does that mean for Canadians?
Well, that's basically the main source of inflation pressure right now is the services sector. And it's widely believed that's stemming from the labor-intensive services sector because the labor market is so tight and wage growth is still running in that 4 to 5% range. And it's not just higher wages, but it's the fact that people feel comfortable if they're earning higher wages and have a job to more comfortably pay the cost increases that businesses seem to be passing along. So it's a combination of all those factors, but that's really the main source of inflation pressure is the services sector. Now, goods inflation continues to moderate because of much weaker resource prices, in particular, much improved global supply chains. So that's in hand now. But the problem now for the Bank of Canada is we might see continued stubbornness on the services side that would impede further progress in getting inflation all the way back to the 2% target.
Is there still a risk of recession, or is that off the table?
Well, we don't think it's off the table. We have penciled in a so-called technical downturn in the next couple of quarters, very mild, very shallow, and we should pull out of it by the final quarter of this year. Bank of Canada is kind of mixed as to whether we will slip into recession. Their general forecast calls for continued growth, very modest growth for the rest of this year, but they're not ruling out the possibility that we could see small declines for a quarter or two this year. So that could meet the technical definition of recession. But our view generally is that we think enough headwinds will hit the economy this year, in particular, more than 4 percentage point rise in policy rates in the past year, such that the economy will turn downwards very modestly for a couple of quarters.
So Macklem didn't mention this. This is my last question for you this morning, but I'm just wondering, do you see an interest rate cut anytime in 2024?
Not unless we slip into a more typical recession and the unemployment rate spikes much higher than we anticipate, which is less than a percentage point. But if we see much more weakness in the economy, a real recession, yes, the Bank of Canada almost certainly would swing into action in reverse gears and cut interest rates. But we don't see that. We anticipate a very mild downturn and growth resuming by the end of this year. And inflation it's falling, but still could have a 3 handle at the end of this year, which I think will make Bank of Canada a bit nervous about easing policy prematurely. So we do not expect a rate cut from the Bank of Canada until early next year.
Sal Guatieri is the Director and Senior Economist at BMO. Thanks so much.